Hi guys, today we'll print this format of pattern. We'll be printing this in Python. Let's see what is the format. Uh, 5 is printed 5 times, and 4 is printed 4 times, and 3 is printed 3 times. Similarly, it goes on up till 1. So we can take the input as 5. If 5 is the input, then this will be the pattern. If 4 is the input, then this will be the pattern. If 2 is the input, then this will be the pattern, and if 1 is the input, this will be the only pattern. Okay, so how to do this? Let's check the code. This is the code I have tested. So how to do this? So first we'll take the input of n. First we'll take the input as n, total number of rows to be printed. Then we'll iterate from n to 1. From n to 1. We have written 0, so in range function the last value is ignored, upper limit is ignored, and each time we are decrementing it by 1. Each time we are decrementing it by 1. So first time I will be n, second time I will be n minus 1. Similarly, it will go up to 1. And j will iterate from 1 to I plus 1. I plus 1 will be ignored, so 1 to I. J will vary from 1 to I. So what we can print? We can print over here the value of I. Let's see what we should print. We will print both I and j and see which value is varying I, comma, j, comma. Yeah. Now we'll run this. We'll take input as 8. I will run it. So you can see 8 1, 8 2, 8 3, 8 8. Up to 8 8 it is printing. So first one is value of I, this one is value of I, and this one is value of j. So I is the value of I remains constant, 8 for the whole row, and the value of ray, which represents the column value, it changes from 1 2 3 4 up to 8. The value of I, you can see according to the to this function. So we can easily see if we print the value of I only, it will give us this required pattern, correct? So if you only print the value of I, it will give us the required pattern. So we'll simply remove everything from here and print only I. Okay, we'll run this code. We give the input as 5. We got the output 5 5 5 4 4 4 4, and the whole thing up to 1. This will print 5. I will print 5, and then space is printed over here through this end. End is equal to, it will end with an space, and one more print we are printing after this for loop to go to the next line. Okay, this is what the code is. So we got the first one. We give a large value input. Let's see how it prints. Like if we enter 9, we got the output. Okay, it is printing fantastic. Now we try to print E. This one, E E E, D D D D, C C C C, B B B, and A. So how to print this one? This pattern. This pattern we have to convert this number into an ASCII value. Convert this ASCII get a ASCII value of E over here. Okay. Then D, then ASCII value of C, then ASCII value of A, and convert that ASCII value to its corresponding character format. So how can we do that? To convert from ASCII to character, we can use CHR function. This is an inbuilt function in Python, and how we will reach over there. Okay. So let's try to see what we can do. I, comma, this one. we want the ASCII value of E over here, okay, and E and A. So what we can do, and it should remain constant. So what we can do, we can print one more value as 65 minus n, 65 minus n plus 65 plus n, plus n minus I. Okay, I ranges from 1 to n to 1. So first time it will be n, so it will print 65. Okay, we want E over at the top, right? We want E at the top. So it will be simply 65 plus I. 65 plus I, yeah. If we print this, 65, it should be 65 plus 4, 64 plus I, 64 plus I, yeah. It should be 64 plus I. Now if we see, yeah, ASCII value of A is 65, ASCII value of B is 66, C, D and E, ASCII value of E is 69. Similarly, we are getting all the ASCII values 64 plus I if we do. Hope you are understanding what I am trying to do over here. So now we just convert this ASCII value into its corresponding character, CHR. Yeah. Now we convert it to the corresponding character. Now we again run this code. 5, and we got the pattern E, 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 D, 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 C, 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 B, B, and A. The whole pattern we got. Even if we try, even if we give large values like 20, we got the whole pattern. T from T to A. The largest index is being printed at the top, then continues. Okay? Hope you understand. It's a pretty easy problem. Just you need to get the idea of how we are iterating through the loops. Both the nested loop, you have to get the idea of how we are iterating through these, and print the corresponding value. What we need to print, you have to understand that. How we are iterating it and what we need to print. We can also see if we iterate from I as 1 to n, 1 to n plus 1. This way also we can print n plus 1. This way also we can print. Initially the value of I will be 1, so it will be 64 plus n minus I. N minus I, n plus 1 minus I. Okay. As the value of I will increase, let's try to print this first. 5. Okay, it got printed in this fashion. I is 1, so this is wrong. We shouldn't do it in this fashion. You have to change J also. J should range from n to I, n plus 1 to I minus 1. This way we can do. Now if you print it, yeah, now it is good. So if we change the iteration of the loops, we'll also get the same function, but we need to be totally prepared. We must understand how we are iterating through the loop. How the value of the first loop is changing. Similarly, we have to change the value of the second loop accordingly. Now second loop n numbers are printed, so we are ranging from n plus 1 to I. N plus 1 is 5 plus 1, 6, 6 to 1, I is 1, so 1 will be ignored, we will go up to 2, from 6 to 2 it will be 5 digits. So that's how we are iterating. We can also iterate it from n to I minus 1, I minus 1, this way. This will also give us the same answer. Yeah, this will also give us the same answer. So we can do it in many ways. You just need to understand how we are iterating together. Hope you understand this. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comments. Thank you.